I'm glad that you clicked on this video because this video, you might look back over the next, I don't know, 8, 10, 12 months time and say, this video, it changed your business. Other times you're aware of something that's really good for your business, but you're either fighting to find time to implement it or even worse, you're missing a piece and you just can't put it all together. I get it. I've been there. But I want to connect all the dots for you on something that I think you're going to go, wow, that's really going to make my business thrive. As a serial entrepreneur, I know what you're doing right now is what you need to do. It's not what you want to do. You're putting in the time to kind of learn and develop different skills. Congratulations on that. And maybe 10, 12 months down the road, folks are going to be like, look at how lucky that guy is. It's not luck. You're putting in the effort. You're learning. You're trying to make yourself better in things that maybe you're not as good as you'd love to be. You're taking action, and this video is one of those actions. I'm going to be taking a deep dive in this video into loyalty programs. This is a topic I've wanted to dive into for a long time, and it might have been still backburnered if a couple of weeks ago I hadn't gone out with my family and some family friends to a place called Cover 2 over in Sandy Hook, Connecticut. Shout out to Cover 2. In addition to having a great time and a great meal and some nice drinks, I ended up joining their loyalty program. I was really excited by a lot of things I saw in their program. Some other things I've come to find out that maybe they could do a little bit better. But overall, I think they're doing a real great job with it. I'm going to share the good and maybe some of the areas they're kind of falling a bit short. So you can quickly take all this information, either start a new program of your own or implement some of these things in the program you have. And I will tell you, if you do put all those things together, I'm going to make it real easy. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to drive more customer visits and increase customer loyalty. Maximizing and using a loyalty program here in 2025 is one of the key things I've identified for craft brewers to put into place so that they can succeed and overcome many of the difficulties you guys are all facing. Let me give you an overview of the program. They're using Toast, which is a great software. Many retailers use it. I'm sure you're at least familiar with it. You may actually use it. I'm sure they're using it for other components. I know it's part of their POS system as well. Now, some of the things I absolutely loved about this program was it was very easy to sign up. It's very easy for me to go forward with it. It's tied to my email and the credit card that I used at the purchase. I signed up at purchase. They trained the staff fantastically to give me all the incentives and explain the program in a way that made it very appealing to me. That was done by our waitress. They implement an instant reward as part of the package when you sign up, which I strongly recommend you do because, simply put, people want to win. And the quicker you can win, the more excited you are about anything you're involved in, right? That's just human nature. In addition to getting that reward, I also found it to be very clear. It's tied to $1 as a point, and they have a point system that works forward. So going down the road, I can accumulate points and turn them in to lower or completely pay for something down the road. No hoops to jump through, no calculus needed. It's straightforward and easy to use. They also tie into birthdays. They tell me I'll get something leading up to my birthday, some kind of special gift. All very smart, all great components. It's a real good structure to this program. I can absolutely tell that the staff is very well trained on this program, how to get folks excited about it and get it involved. And it was done in a very organic way. I love the way that she spoke to me and my friend. We were splitting the bill and she went over types of things. My friend was already in the program. She tied him into the conversation. I would give her an A++ on how she did that. It was not canned. She had seen other folks in the program in the past who enjoyed what they had received, and she expressed that to me and pointed out that it's effortless, it doesn't cost anything, and you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain. If you can get folks to feel that it's all win, no lose, you're going to get a high number of folks signing up. Wouldn't you agree? They're also building an email list, and I will be touching more on that and some of the goods and bads about it. But if you've ever seen any of my other videos, you know that I am preaching grow an email list, and getting folks into an email program is the number one thing from a marketing standpoint I would tell you to do today. Long story short, it allows you to have an instant reach out to people who are already customers, already on your list, and get them to come back more often and spend more money with you. As I mentioned, I had never been there before. I heard about it, heard good things. just never ended up being a place that I had gone to before that evening. Now, here's the thing. I always walk into places and try and figure things out and look at it from a business standpoint. I'm always thinking about you folks. I'm always thinking about things I can learn and share with you. And obviously, there's an example of it. And what I did notice is there were a lot of folks. It was very crowded. It was a Friday evening, and they really could have used a bigger place. It's an older building, but that's what they have to work with. Now, they tie that need and potential problem into this loyalty program in a fantastic way. You get a point per dollar spent on anything you do there in their facility. But if you place an order online for pickup, you get 2 points per dollar spent. That's because of two things: the amount of business they have, the size of their facility, and then the point where ordering online does not create a need for anybody in the front to do anything but go into the back when you arrive to pick up your meal and give it to you. It's really an intelligent way to expand revenue with the least amount of effort. Bravo. I think that's fantastic and brilliant. Now, I received 2 emails when I initially signed up, about an hour after probably sign up. And those were great. They got me involved in the program, re-explained everything in case the server had left anything out. Additionally, it gave me an instant reward, got me excited about it. I felt that excitement. I'm looking at this kind of one eye as the marketing guy and the other eye as a customer. And what I really liked about that was I felt a little bit of excitement, like, hey, yeah, I want to kind of get some more points. I enjoyed my time there, and certainly I'd love to go there again and pay a little less than I would normally have to. There's a couple of things about this program that I really think that they should and can do better about. First of all, they don't get my phone number. SMS marketing is critical. You should have a situation where you also gather my phone number. And the other area where I feel like they're kind of missing the mark is I don't get any more emails from them. It's been ballpark almost 3 weeks since I've been there, and I have not gotten anything from them email wise. And I have also gone back another time. I earned my points. I actually redeemed points from my first visit, made it a little less expensive for me, but I've never gotten an email from them since they welcomed me into their program. We've had a holiday go by, nothing inviting me in, nothing to kind of prompt me and get me to go. Now, the way it's set up, they've realized I hadn't been there for several weeks. And if I'm not coming back, I should be part of their email list and I should be part of their promotions. There should be, in some way, shape, or form, 1 or 2 emails a week going out to get folks excited about what you have going forward and give them an incentive to come in. You know I'm a customer. I'm part of your loyalty program. Give me just a little bit more, or a reminder, or even just like a nudge to come on in and tell me what you've got going forward and get me excited and get me back in. I took some time to kind of look around on Toast's website for you. From everything I can see, it's a super easy program for you to implement. It provides you with loads of flexibility. Maybe that 2-for-1 based on takeout isn't what would get you excited or something that you feel like you need, but there's something else. I can't promise it, but I do believe that they'll probably be able to fit that into their program in one way, shape, or form. If you implemented a program like this into your business, it will do a couple of things. It will allow you to get folks excited about your business. It gives them incentive to come back through the point system that you'd be putting into place. And it allows you to communicate directly with the people who've come and enjoyed a meal with you. I would imagine it was my first time and I signed up. I would imagine a lot of folks do sign up initially the first time they walk in, which, by the way, bravo. The structure of this loyalty program, having that element in place like that, makes it 90% better than all the other ones I've ever encountered. Another benefit of the program, because it gives me, the member of the program, an incentive to do the takeout order through an app versus a call. And I'd always much rather call because the app almost always seems to get it wrong for me. But what it does is it makes your staff more productive. You've got X number of people working. Of course, it's a food situation, so you've got the people in the back who have to obviously create the food. But from an upfront standpoint, it's taken 90% of the heavy lifting, 95% off their back, because it's also paid online. So literally somebody just walks into the back, puts the food together, brings it out to you, and that person's on their way. And that is obviously for them, they feel that way. And based on looking at their business, everything I could see, I'd agree. It's worth the double point system to get me or anybody else to do that who's involved in their loyalty program. Now, when I talk about customers and generating revenue, there's two buckets that I like to look at it. Getting more revenue from your existing customer base, bringing new people into your business. Now, we're talking about a way to increase the revenue with existing customer base, but that first bucket is important too. Curious how you might be able to fill both buckets? That's through having events. And I like to think about 2025 as micro events. And the video I want you to watch right now, in this video, you'll see at least, I think I got an event for every day, multiple events. Now, they're obviously not huge things you have to do, but little fun things that can get folks to come in a few more times, maybe even bring some friends, and fill both of those buckets for you. So go ahead, watch that video right now, and I'll see you over there.